We need to talk. ICT is complete bullshit. And it's not because it doesn't work. It does work. The only problem with that is basically just repackaged one-on-one trading and sell it to you in a fancy way and culty way. Fair value gap? Bro, that's just basically support and resistance. Breaker block? That's just supply and demand with little sauce on it. Look, by all means, I'm not some crazy guru who makes millions of dollars every year from trading. I'm just a random guy on the internet who's been trading for the past 2 years consistently with only one strategy. And I did get funded $100,000 account and I did have 2 withdrawals for the past year. But that's not point of this video. The point of this video, how ICT tried to sell you all this fancy stuff, which you basically spend 6 months just to learn all these terms. When in fact, all you can do is just to trade support, resistance, shift or structure, and that's it. That's all you need. You don't need bank manipulation, order block, fair value gap, Wagyu steak beef, soup. It's just crazy. There's already enough toughness in trading, mental toughness, which you need to learn and unlearn a lot of things. Plus, you want to learn some ICT. I tell you why this works, ICT, and why so many people following this as a cult. The person who invented the ICT, I have nothing against the person. I don't even know the person. I don't know who it is. The problem with that is anyone can do this. You can literally just make something up, rename all the names, such as, let's say, example, support, resistance. Let's say support's gonna be up, resistance gonna be down, and it's gonna be named up and down strategy. It makes completely nonsense, right? But you just make it a little bit more fancy, such a quantum evaluation or the bank manipulation strategy. And it already sounds amazing. So when someone tells you this, you're like, oh my God, this is maybe some top secret trading strategy. If I just do this, maybe I'm gonna win from now. No, you won't, bro. Fuck that. By the way, guys, I forget to mention that I have a free Telegram channel, which is absolutely free. I don't charge people anything. It's for serious traders which want to learn from my mistakes and my winnings. So if you're interested in that, the link is down below and I'll see you there. Let's continue with the video. There is a reason why the most successful traders in the world, which are constantly profitable, I'm not talking about all these fake gurus on internet, are profitable because they keep it simple. They don't trade Fibonacci, they don't trade circle Fibonacci, they don't trade ICT, they don't trade smart money. What the fuck is even mean smart money? Forex industry, the Forex market, foreign exchange. I think it's over like $3 trillion or something like that. Don't get me wrong, maybe you have to search it exactly how much that is. Do you think that the bank's really chasing your stop losses? Do you think that you as a small trader where you're trading with $100 or $500 in your account, do you think they go after your stop losses? Are you really that dumb, bro? It's like thinking that the ship in the ocean will chasing you as a swimmer, trying to get you. It's complete nonsense. The reason why you get stopped out or wicked out is not because the banks know you have stop losses there, but because most traders make a stop loss or place the stop losses in the fucking same spot, meaning that when the stop loss hits, it sparks up like a chain reaction. Do you understand that? And by all means, again, I'm not an expert and I can already see all these people in the comments gonna be like, oh bro, you don't understand, you've been trading for 2 years, you're not even constantly profitable. And you know, ICT really works because I've been trading for 5 years and I made exactly $100. Bro, most of you watching this are not even profitable. That's why you're watching this video. This is the problem. New traders get sucked into the ICT concept and they think it's again some secret sauce. They're chasing the vocabulary instead of edge. All you need for trading is the edge. You need a strategy which works. The simpler, the better, the less headache you have. And then you need edge, which will develop over time. With ICT, not only you need those 2 things, but you also need to memorize all these fancy words. And then you talk to your other ICT trader friend, or not friend, but soon to become friend because it does ICT, so you have something in common. And you start talking about how ICT is great, but then you're both not profitable, man. You're not profitable, so why you keep doing that? Even if you are profitable, you're still trading the same thing as everyone else. You just give it a fancy names. I'm gonna go exactly into what top 3 or top 4 ICT terms actually mean. I'm gonna show it on my screen. I'm gonna actually go over that what's support resistance, what is breakup structure. Why would you make your trading more complicated than it already is? Trading shouldn't be complicated. Trading should be simple. I'm not saying it's easy. I know myself, it's not easy. It's definitely hard. That's why it pays so well. That also means you don't have to make it more harder. You just have to make it more simpler so then you can get the edge. So let's hop on my screen. I'm gonna show you what it actually means. Support and resistance. Fair value gap. They call it fair value gap. I call it support resistance. Millions of other traders, millions of people in the world call it support and resistance. What does it mean? Support is the price where price fall into that zone and where the buyers potentially, not 100%, but potentially the price will turn around and buyers will get into the power. Resistance is the price is going up and get into the zone where the price will potentially, not 100%, will turn around and continue down. So it will switch the sides. Seller gets in the power, buyers will lose it. Fair value gap, support and resistance. Now this is my favorite one, and that's bank manipulation. Bank manipulation. Like again, I will talk about again. Bank manipulation. Why do you call it bank manipulation? It's a liquidity grab. That's what it is. That's all it means. Why do you have to name it some bank manipulation? That already tells me that if you fall for it, you're like, oh my God, it sounds really good. So if I talk to my friends about this, they're gonna be like, wow, so the banks really went after you. Wow, that's so sick, bro. And it doesn't matter because you still lost the trade. You didn't place your stop loss high enough. You don't have the distance between your entry and then the last price action far enough. So that's why you got stopped out. It's a liquidity grab. There's nothing else to it. Not some bank manipulation, like the bank watching your little account with $1,000 and be like, oh, let's get this guy because he's gonna lose, $100. Do you think they care? Do you think they really care when they're trading with millions and billions of dollars? If you really think that, you need some little bit more research into this forex industry. Another one which really fascinates me is breaker block. What the fuck is breaker block? The guy who came up with this, I have to give him one really admiration. He gave really fancy names, like very thoughtful names for these things. So it makes you wonder and makes you think that maybe this is it. Maybe that's why I'm losing. Maybe this sounds really good. I think that's what it is. When in fact, I can't even, how do you say it? Breaker block. I have it written here on the screen. Breaker block. It's just a broken structure. That's what it is. Or retest. It's just a retest. The price was going in a certain way and then it turned around and it broke the structure. Meaning from bearish, if the price going down, we turn around, we broke the previous high and then we just shifted bullish, retested and continue up. That's what it is. So listen, this is just a short video because I'm seeing my YouTube is full of ICT bullshit. And I never traded ICT, I never really into look at it. I actually had to Google what these terms really means because I had no idea. So imagine me, I've been in trading for 2 years or 18 months. And if I don't know it, like imagine like if a new trader like you or whoever it might be comes into the trading space, be like, what the fuck is broken block? Or what is fair value gap? What is bank manipulation? All this stuff. When there's just simple names such as super resistance, breakup structure, retest, etc. So simple. Everyone knows what is this or what is similar to that in real life. Do you understand? All these fancy names just make it complicated. And here, look, I'm not here to put down ICT traders. I'm not saying ICT, doesn't work. It works because it's basically just a bit fancy names. So it's the same thing. But they're trying to sell you this hopium, this bubble, which you get into nice, warm, cozy with other traders, which, it's nothing wrong with that. You want to make it, right? You want to make it profitable. Same as me and other people. That's not a problem. The problem is you get into the cozy bubble and be like, everything else sucks. Everything else doesn't work. Do you understand? And you're not willing to accept that ICT, that's what it means. It's just a fancy names. And I'll tell you a little bit of a story. I used to do MLM, multi-level marketing, network marketing, whatever you want to call it. And I was in 2 companies and I was doing one company for about 2 years, another company I was about 2 years as well, or 3 years. Now they are both very, very different industries. One was in the health supplements, other one was in electricity and phone bills and etc. Now, when I was with the first company, with the health company, we were bashing down other companies. You know, I guess I can mention such as Herbalife, you know, and doTERRA, you know, that's essential oils. I don't think you know if you've never been MLM. Our company was the best. You know, you go into the events and they basically brainwash you thinking that what you are with the company, that this is the best you can do and there's nothing else to it. Like there's nothing else exists better than this. When I was with the electricity company, it was ACN. Now they renamed for something else. I forget what it is. We were saying there is no company like this in the world. When in fact there were so many companies like that. We were saying that we are the only one and we are the almighty fucking amazing company with all these amazing people, you know, and we're just all gonna make it. When in fact, you know, not many people make it in network marketing, but that's for another topic. The point of this, what I'm trying to say is, it's like you get into this cult, and it's same with ICT. They will suck you into this cult and tell you there's nothing better than ICT, because you see the successful traders, all these etc. But the successful traders, they really well know that what they're doing is basically support resistance, etc., break of structure, etc. But you get into the call, trying to learn this fancy name, trying to make it, and it's just fucking doesn't work, man. Again, this is not bashing down people. That's just my opinion and my opinion only. If you wanna leave a negative comment, you're more than welcome to do. If you didn't like this video, more than welcome to dislike this video. If you like this video and you agree with me and enjoyed this content, hit the subscribe button, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by next month. Stay sharp, stay handsome, make your bed in the morning, and I'll catch you guys later.